There we go. Red nose time, guys. This time, me being an idiot, trying to get rid of the spot on my nose. Went too far again with the old substance. Not any bad substance, but medicated substance. And yeah, it really didn't turn out for the best. Hopefully everyone is doing well. I'm not sure how long I can do this for, because I have got a few things to do tonight. Hopefully everyone's having a fantastic Sunday night. It's now February 1st here, and the snow is piling down outside. Yeah, so this sort of like ended up burning my nose. That's the problem. I have this issue with I get this cream for my face because I've had this problem ever since I was about 12. Fast forward 30 plus years later, and still have the problem. And yeah, tonight, first night back at work, and I have pretty much gotten through everything I need to get through. It's crazy. Although we are expecting a bit of an influx of guests this week, so that's actually a bit of a boost, and not just for here, for the other complexes as well. Look at me in my mask. In fact, don't. Yeah, so I'm thinking I'm needing a new phone. The battery in this thing is it really isn't lasting too long, so if anyone's got any suggestions about phones, let me know. Here, I don't know if you guys can see, here's the other complexes. See, the snow's now coming down on, pretty heavy. I wasn't meant to do this until tomorrow, so so much for a dry night. We've had, I think, this month has been the snowiest month I've seen in many a year. In my day, we had compact discs. I'm sounding like an old granddad now, but apart from that, everything's good. Apart from burning myself, and it was bloody sore. So I'm thinking, shall I go out for a little walk and a bit of fresh air? Do you know what? Why not? But this thing, I'm on it I've got like pills that help reduce the inflammation on the skin. So, but it is sore. I'm not gonna lie. Usually I'm not one of these people. Actually, that's a lie. I do suffer from what we call man flu. We get a cold and we're like, oh my god, we're dying. It's like, but yeah, kind of a bit like that. Yeah, back again. I was going to say in the land of the living, but really, when you look at outside, it is the land of the dead. But anyway, let's have a little walk in the smoke. I think it's space of ridiculous time, but next week's going to be a busy one for once, so not that I'm complaining, because we need it. So it's that's mine for the night in case it's needed, guys. It's always there though. Just in case there's an emergency down at one of the other places. But as you can see, lockdown really is lockdown here. Even the junkies are gone. It's like, where the hell? That's the other thing. I've asked a few people this question. What's happened to all the homeless folk? this place is full of them, like Romanians and Bulgarians and Russians and stuff like that. They're the ones that. Oh God. Nobody knows. I've asked this question to a few of my, obviously, fellow Europeans from the East who work here now and again, and they don't seem to know either. But now, Germany or France, I suppose. Sorry, I don't mean that to sound harsh, but you know. In, in Europe, especially, there are a lot of lazy bastards here, and they don't. I hate to say this about my own country, but we don't have the same sort of respect. Hey Jennifer, how you doing? I'm talking a bit quiet just now because I'm just having a quick break outside in the snow. Well, it's just a light snowfall, but it's pretty cold. I'll be back in a second. How you doing? There's a bit of light here. It's maybe a bit easier to see your messages. Though I'll be back inside soon. I'm hoping this battery lasts to a good degree. Yeah, but that's my point. I don't know if you guys can see. It's a little bit snowy tonight. Again. I mean, we're now into February. We've had like this virtually the whole month. We've got the occasional days where it stops. The roads get cleared and then it's back again to this, so I don't know. I suppose it's January, we shouldn't complain, it's normal, isn't it? It's not, you know something, it's not that cold, it's about 32 degrees in terms of Fahrenheit. It's actually quite mild. That's good temperature. It's colder than that, you don't tend to get much. It's just ice, which is actually worse in my opinion. So, how's your Sunday been? I hate talking like this, it sounds like I'm a total weirdo. Which I am. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm back on shift tonight, so it's like, I've been back on for a couple of hours and I've already pretty much finished what I need to do. It's all hands on deck now because we're down to such a lack of staff. I'm way inside now because it's actually getting quite cold. Sorry, bad habit, I know. For all you people say, oh my god, he's smoking, oh my god, you know. I may have plugged myself back in. It sounds like something out of Star Wars. It's down here. Oh, yeah, I burnt myself with this skin bleach stuff I've got. I got it from the doctors. Hey, Foursquares, how you doing, buddy? Sorry, I didn't see your message earlier on. Hopefully all is well with you. Guys, it's good to see you. And hopefully it's a very good night so far. What's on the agenda for tonight, guys? And I've plugged this thing back in so I can talk to you. So, once again, coffees went cold, as usual. For goodness sake. Hey, I meant to be in work mode, I meant to not use bad words. So get them all. What to do is like when you go to visit your gran or your mum or whatever, and you don't want to swear in front. Say you're not okay. I don't like swearing in front of my mother anyway. So me and somebody I used to know, I still know, but not as well as I used to. We used to joke about when we'd go and see her gran, and we'd say, right, okay, let's get all our bad words out of the way. So we'd stand at the door and we'd go, fuck, 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 cunt, 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 cunt. And then we'd knock on the door. Jesus Christ. What am I saying? Just in your channel support. Thank you. Well, have you been doing any what's it called, live stuff lately for us? Because I haven't seen you on doing much, unless it's just me, unless it's just the time difference and stuff, you know. I can't believe I told you that thing about the getting all your swear words out, but yeah, we used to do that. We'd literally stand at the door, and it didn't work though, because we'd still end up doing it. Hey Mark, I'm doing well, thank you very much for asking. How you doing, buddy? It's like my new Rudolph nose. Yeah, I've just been out in the snow. It's we've had we're now into February, but January has been a bloody cold month. I mean, the last few Januaries we've had here have been pretty mild in comparison to this. This has just been relentless, but hopefully, you know, I like the summer. I hate this time of year because, you know, you're like living in constant darkness. Especially if you work nights. Don't work nights. Don't ever work nights. And then when it tells you it's good to do it, it sounds okay, but then you get people who work during the day and leave you a ton of crap to work and do they haven't done, and things that need to get done, and they know, me being a soft touch, I will do it. So Mark, what have you been up to lately? Thank you for the like, much appreciated, buddy. If anyone wants to retweet this impromptu stream out, feel free to do so. I've got my scarf, my mask, the mask of doom. Hey, it's me, Michael. I'll never do that again. Well, I probably will, but I don't know. I think the first night back, I'm always feeling a bit manic, you know. I'm feeling manic tonight, but manic in a good way. Yeah, well, I don't know about that, Jennifer, but I certainly call them quite a few things under the sun. But I suppose it's my own fault. I should have maybe in the early years said, okay, no, we can't do it. But now I've had to, like, I've changed, you know. Just not enough, you know. I think the older you get, though, you just like, oh, the hell with it, I'll do it, you know. Because I know what it's like when I was, when I've done, like, day stuff, or I've been a bit younger, you know. You just, I know what it's like, you just can't be asked sometimes, and I'm like that now, to be honest, but I get through it eventually. Nowadays, I'm a jack of all trades. I'm reading gas meters, I'm emailing people in bloody Addis Ababa, or whatever you call it. Well, one of them was sort of, yeah, he was from there. And but I ain't clearing no snow. I mean, we've got a guy that comes and does it, so he's a lovely man, a lovely old chap, you know. Yeah. So as I say, I'm enjoying my cold coffee. You're just streaming sometimes. What have you been streaming lately, Mark? I played Forza. I don't know if you're still there, but I played a bit of Dead by Daylight with Sarah and Warric today. And it was really good to get back chatting with them. And, you know, differences were put finally to one side, because what had happened was absolutely ridiculous, you know. The offended brigade were out in force, you know, obviously. And it was absolute nonsense. It was absolute nonsense. And deep down, I knew it was nonsense as well. But because I got caught up in a little bit of, you know, something which I regret, you know. Just don't mention the word Chicago. You just made a fresh pot of coffee. Feel free to fill this one up because it's I was going to say nice and cold, but it's okay and cold, you know. I can drink cold coffee, but it's better to have it hot, you know. GTA 5, the crew in Minecraft. Nice, Mark. Mark, I will have to drop in and catch one of your streams because I haven't really checked out many guys' gaming streams for a while. I'm wanting to try and get back to a bit of that too. I don't know why this is not refreshing on this computer. There we go, that should work. Thanks, Jennifer, that would be great. That would be great. Yeah, tonight is first night back. I've got 5 nights. It's not 6. I was way to exaggerate and say, oh my god, I've got to work 6 nights in a row. But although I've done 9 before, you know, 10 before, aye. Because we're down to such a low level of staff, you know, that everyone is having to sort of muck in and do things that were usually done by other people. So the only thing I refuse to do, and I will refuse to do, is housekeeping. You know, I can't make a bed. I can't even make my own bed. You know, to me, as long as you can sleep in it, it's fine. But the people here, you know, the beds are meant to be made to a sort of like a good degree, if that makes. I don't know how else to say it. A proper degree, and I can't do it. I mean, these girls can do it so well. They've got it down to a fine art, and I just can't do that. You know, I'm too. I don't know. It just looks like I went camping or something like that. You know. Hey Monique, how you doing? Nice to see you. And it's been a very long time. Thank you for dropping in. Thank you for dropping in. I hope you're doing well and keeping fine. Thank you for the likes, guys. Much appreciated. And as I say, if you want to tweet me out while I'm at work, feel free to do so. I was actually speaking to my boss, my big boss. And he's like, I've been watching some of your videos. I was like, no. But he knows how to do it anyway, so it's fine. He's fine. He's a good guy. He's like, we're sort of like around the same age. And so, but he gets it. He gets what I do. And so I think he's actually going to be in tomorrow. So it'll be good to catch up with him. Because we don't really get much, especially lately, we're not getting a lot of interaction. One guy takes over and then the other guy takes over, and that's it. And so it's a bit, it can be lonely at times. No, but it can be. Night shift, as I said, guys. Night shift isn't all it cracks up to be sometimes, especially, I think next week, as I say, is going to be a really busy one. We've got quite a few guests coming. But again, they've got to self-quarantine, and they've got to make sure they've got a negative test, a positive test. Yes, positive test, coming in, you know? What have you been up to, Monique, lately? Have you been up to anything exciting? Like gaming-wise? Hopefully you're keeping safe. I know Los Angeles has been pretty hit hard. Europe's been really hit hard by the second wave. Portugal is just an absolute nightmare at the moment. This country as well is bad. But we are vaccinating people at an extremely fast rate now. And now we've got like 3 vaccines, a third one coming. I mean, I reckon they can do this by June, July. And well, we'll have to see how effective they are, of course. We don't know. I mean, everyone's got their opinions on, do they want to take the vaccine, or should they take the vaccine, or if people, the problem is, I totally agree with people that say no to it. I mean, I totally get that. But the problem is it's going to be mandatory if you want to work. I mean, there's no question about it. Australia have already done it, and same with flying. Same, it's going to be mandatory, but not in name. Just, you know, like you could walk about your own hometown, but that's about all you can do in terms of that. You know, you finally got rid of your migraine. I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm glad you have got rid of it now. Definitely. It's good to see you, Monique. It really is. Thank you for dropping in. I'll definitely have to try and catch up with what you're playing. Lately, I've just been playing some Destiny, actually, which I sort of hadn't played. God, I can't talk properly. I sort of hadn't played for a while, so it was good to catch up on a bit of that. And it's okay, but I want my PS5, and I can't get a PS5 anywhere. Nobody can, you know. These people that pre-ordered, they did the right thing, but we'll see. I'm sure they'll come in within the next month, you know. I don't know, Mark. Definitely will be. I'm probably going to wait until the PS5 is out, Mark, to be honest. Well, I say it's when it's out. It's out obviously now, but when it's more available and when I can get one, you know. So that's probably when I'll start doing that again. Yeah, there's a shortage of shots in a lot of places. I've been reading quite a few things about that very situation, and it seems to be that I don't know. I think the more companies that get their vaccines passed, it will get better. It's just, but they have to go through a testing phase. I mean, the thought of something not going through a proper testing phase and then just getting unleashed in the public, you know. But thankfully, the ones that have came out, they seem to be pretty effective. Let's hope they start working now and we can turn the corner in this thing, because it's just been an absolute nightmare, you know. But I don't want to go on about that too much, you know, because it is tough, especially when you're stuck in a place and you can't leave, you know. And I'm not from up here originally, so it's nice to actually go back and, you know, maybe see my family, but I can't do that, you know. I can't just go and see them because you're not allowed to. The police will stop you, and so they literally do. They literally are doing that, you know. They're stopping people from leaving the city. You can't travel anywhere, and they're everywhere. They're everywhere. The only cars you'll see outside at night time are police cars. The occasional taxi drivers, but they can be stopped too. So what we're having to do now is have papers signed by our bosses or directors saying that we are allowed to be outside. I feel bad for the people that can't go outside. You're allowed to go outside for like one form of exercise. It's complete, sorry to say this, but it's complete bullshit, you know. As long as you're sensible, and most of us I think are. Okay, I'm not sensible, I'm an idiot, but you know, but I'm not an idiot to that degree that I'm going to go, right, let's have a party with 50 people. You know, I don't know 50 people. Well, I do, but they wouldn't come to the party. I will do, Mark, for sure. Thank you. It's good to see you. Absolutely good to see you. Yes, we are, Monique. We're in complete lockdown. We're not even allowed takeaway food now. We are allowed takeaway food, but it's so difficult to get round it. You have to pay outside from a distance, and that's impossible. So everything is closed down. I mean, you can't get your hair cut. No restaurants, no bars are even allowed to open. Nothing is open. This hotel's open only because we're not just a hotel. I've mentioned before that we deal with oil workers and stuff like that. So they are deemed essential workers. So thankfully that is the case, I should say. They cut my hours down because it has to close early, and the county of Los Angeles has cut down the amount of people. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I was speaking to one of my colleagues actually, and her husband were out shopping, and they stopped them at the store, the door, and they says, "Sorry, you can't come in with three people." And when they say people, they meant him, her, and their 3-year-old son. So what they had to pretend to do, they actually had to pretend they weren't together, came back later, and she was worried this kid's going to say, "Mummy, mummy," and they were going to get caught out, but no, but that's what people are having to do now. But I personally think we're turning a corner in this. I think we are, I really think we are. The rates are dropping every single day. The deaths are high, they're very, very high now though, but that's only because of the pre-lockdown stuff. So the deaths are now, I mean, I think it's like 1,500 people are dying a day. But I think that will start to come down because the rates are finally starting to come down, which is great. But what's doing that is lockdown. But again, I'm trying not to think too much on it because it is quite a, it's a subject I'm not, it's quite depressing. It's depressing for everyone, guys. Let's be honest. Let's just hope for some normality in the next whenever. Last year they cut how many can be in a store to 150. I don't think we'd even get that, Monique. We're not even allowed to visit people's houses. If you are caught visiting someone's house, you can get an £800 fine. It can actually be up to £5,000 as well. One person, I cannot physically go to a friend's house because if I'm caught doing that, it's fine. They've really, really went to town on it. I get why they're doing it because they were late in doing it in the first place, but yeah, it's a lot of money, and as I say, if you live alone, it's different. I know down in England they can have support bills, but up here you don't get that. The schools are closed until May, so people are now having to homeschool their kids. Well, they're closed till April, but it looks like it'll be longer than that. So that's an extra stress on people that have got kids and stuff like that as well, which can't be fun, because and kids want to get out, kids want to play, and they don't understand what all this is about, and maybe it's like we'll be telling our grandkids, "I survived," hopefully we all do. I'm sure we will, I think get through half this year, there'll be a massive change. Yeah, masks. Yeah, I've got the thing. I'm using it as a scarf. We do have to wear it in here, but I'm working by myself, so it's not like I'm gonna catch it from myself, if that makes sense. But you can catch it by touching anything, but we literally now have to clean any surfaces as many times as possible. It's like, God, again? Right, I got you, yeah. Yeah, anything public, aye. Yeah, as I say, we can't even enter people's houses. It's against the law. And it is, strangely, in law. I don't know how they managed to get around that. But I'm not going to lie, people are doing it. People are still visiting people's homes. Of course they are. I mean, we're social animals, We're social mammals, I should say. I don't want to call us animals because that sounds a bit harsh. But we are social people. I mean, we are, not all of us are built to socialise. I mean, sometimes I like to just be left alone for weeks on end, I don't want to be bugged, which is normal as well. But I would also say it's the old expression, you don't know what you've got until it's gone. And I think a few people are realising that now. And but as I say, guys, let's just try and get some optimism going. What time's that now? It's 1 a.m. just past 1 a.m. Yeah, let's try and get some optimism going. And look, things can only get better. Things can and will only get better. And I really believe that, you know. Of course it will. These things tend to, they tend to either fizzle out. I mean, I think it'll be a combination of the vaccine, the thing will be, the transmission will be cut, and eventually things will just return back to normal. If they cut, yes, you're not allowed parties. That's completely that's a no-no. It's quite funny because it's not funny because none of this is really funny, but I mean it's like, well, in a way it is. I mean, there's people out there building sheds, you know, to have little mini parties and stuff like that, but they're not. If they know they're okay in their family and stuff like that, I don't see how that's a major problem. You know, I think that's not really. You've got to accept responsibility for your actions. So, I mean, there's no question about it. So it's a tough one. We were having commercials and adverts before Christmas saying, "Do you want to kill your grandmother?" I mean that's what they do here. So they were basically saying don't visit people at Christmas, you know, otherwise you may kill your grandmother. And I was like, okay, it's a bit hard hitting, but not like the used to do. Sorry, I'm checking the cameras, guys. Yeah, it was a pretty hard hitting one, but I hadn't seen anything hard hitting like that since maybe the early 90s when I was a kid. And I remember some of the adverts for like AIDS and all up, they were dreadful. And they were terrifying, especially when you were a kid. But so this one was the first time I'd ever seen anything like that since then. Yeah, hopefully soon. I'm sure we'll be fine. I mean, it can only, as I say, guys, it can only get better. So, but guys, thanks very much for tuning in and just saying hello. Monique, it's been great to see you. Jennifer, Mark, thank you for dropping in. As I say, guys, I've a few shout outs I'd like to make as well. Warric, it was good to finally get back playing some Dead by Daylight with you again. Sarah, EyelinerBunnyGaming, it was good to play with you as well. In gaming sense, of course. You know what I'm like. AlphanerdEntertainment, guys, there's a guy called AlphanerdEntertainment, Canadian guy. Fantastic channel, really check out. And by the way, Monique Fiore has a channel of her own. Please check her out too. She enjoys her games, and she's a very friendly person, and very, very open to people coming in, new people, old faces. I haven't seen Jags or Buzz for a while. I know they're on, and I really should get back speaking to them, and I'm sure I will. But yeah, AlphaNerd Gaming, please check him out. He's a fantastic streamer. Check out Monique. Check out EyelinerBunnyGaming. A few shout outs. On other channels, you seen Fours, you seen Jennifer. Check out Noodles1980. Absolutely hilarious guy. Not to everyone's taste, but he is to mine. I think he's funny as heck. I had a little chat on one of his live streams last night, which was good fun. And I think I was that tired I can barely remember what I was saying. When I listened back to it the next day, I was like, what the hell was I talking about, you know? But hey, weekends are made to relax, aren't they, when you're off? So yeah, I will need to check Bus out. I mean, I'll have to give him a message, you know. I hope he's doing well, and I know he's still streaming away, but I'll check him out. Yeah, I hope he's doing well. I hope he's working and just Jags. I know Jags is always quite a busy guy, and he does stream, and definitely check him out too, guys, if anyone's still listening. And yeah, there's some, as I say, those guys that I mentioned, please check them out. That's AlphaNerdGaming, Noodles1980. Also the guys that have been on already, check them out too. Yourself, Monique. And yeah, it was Conan, wasn't it? It was quite a while ago now. I think I was with Ducky and Hunter, I'm not sure. It could be. It could have been. But it's, as I say, I've been so busy lately, Monique. In terms of gaming, it's been a real struggle to even get back into it. So this is why when I get a little bit of time to myself at work, I can get myself on here and just say hello and talk rubbish and yeah, just do that sort of thing. Yes, yeah, I think it was Hunter. As I say, I've had a lot going on, and in fact, we've all had a lot going on. Let's put it that way. That's for sure. No, I don't think he's streaming so much now. I definitely haven't seen him on YouTube, so I'm not sure. But hopefully everyone's doing well. And but Monique and everyone else, guys, I'm gonna have to go and do some checks. I've got some block checks to do. I've got 2 emails to send. Oh, the work never stops. But it's gonna get busier next week, so I'm not gonna jinx myself. I'm gonna enjoy the peace and quiet while I can. But yeah, guys, as I say, please check out those people I mentioned, and I will see you next time. Probably tomorrow or tonight. You never know. Take care, guys, and hopefully you all stay safe. And love yous. Take care.